think we can start with the interview.
Yes, sir. Okay, sure.
Okay, first of all, sir, we'd like to thank you for joining this interview with us. Thank you so much. And my first question is, we would like to know more about you. Like, tell us like your name, where did you graduate from, where did you work, how long have you been working as an architect, like that.
Okay. First of all, my name is Azimin Shafi'i, architect Azimin Shafi'i. I'm studied in Malaysia, Mara Institute of Technology, now University of Technology Mara, and I graduated in 2004, I think, and then I have my license in 2010. I started my own firm. Before that, I worked with other firm about 6 to 7 years, and then I have my license in 2010, and I started my own firm since then, 2010. So currently we have about 15 staff. 6 of them are architects, 5 assistant architect and others. So we manage some of the mostly housing private projects, hotels, condominium, office, that kind of stuff, and some government projects, building offices, schools. But personally, I prefer private residential. That one I passionate about the design itself, because it's more, you can explore, you can have meeting one-to-one with the client, and you can convince some new idea, but a simple one. Private residential. But if we are talking about a bigger project, there are a lot more of client have more people with more brains, more head, and then it cause more problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So.
Okay, going to our second question. We would like to know about the issues that you faced in the working environment during the pandemic.
During the pandemic, okay. There are general issue. You cannot operate your office. You have to close down, and everybody work from home. Okay, and then the main problem is working from home. Actually, is the coordination in between. Sometimes you have to face-to-face comment on the drawings. That is on particular part, on architectural part. But if we are talking about the site management, but during pandemic, the site most of the site is stopped. So I think it's about last year. Some of it I managed to get the approval to run out, but we still have a problem with the site meeting. You cannot go to site, but the site is working. So we have some video call, confirmation on the material, drawings, kind of stuff. Okay, but alhamdulillah, we managed to get through of it. And the other issue, I think the time consumed, especially during the inspection on local authority, approval of the local authority, on the authority part, take a longer time.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but
sorry, I just want to ask you are from which year, which semester?
This is our last semester.
Last semester on master or
no, bachelor.
Degree.
Bachelor. Yes.
Bachelor.
Yeah.
Oh, so part 1, you have to pursue another 2 years to get the.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay. So what is your final project on the design? Design final
Youth
project?
center. It's a youth
Youth center.
Yes.
Youth center. Oh, okay. Which site? Where is the site?
It's in Petaling Jaya, beside the Pinnacle, and there's this parking lot that is beside the Pinnacle, beside the Merdeka. No, not Merdeka. Sorry, the Armanda Hotel.
Oh, I mean, I remember that site. So I used to do some project during my study also, just beside the Amanda. I don't know. The site is still empty until now.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Continue. Okay.
Okay, so during the pandemic, how did you reach to your staff, or like to contact them, like regarding the projects and so on? And how, and you also mentioned that there were workers actually working in the site. So we know that during the pandemic there were like the SOP rules. So there was like
Yeah.
capacity, like a specific capacity for the workers to come to the site. So how did you like
Yeah.
manage to solve all of this?
Okay. I'm going to tell you the exact specific what happened.
Mm-hmm.
In 2020, I think the first April, during that time when the government announced a full lockdown, actually it's a full total lockdown. Then during that time, the SOP, the rules is still not quite perfect. So many people don't really understand. But what we understand, we just close it and that's it. So what we did, myself, our firm, we wrote a letter to all our ongoing site to cease stop work order. We call it a stop work order. I think it's about 11 sites. So I issued a letter, stop work order until further notice. That's it. So, okay, that's what happened on the site. So the contractor have to stop, and then or the client also understand some government project. Okay, that is the first time. And then after the full lockdown, oh yeah, yes, of course, we ask all the staff bring all the soft copy and then do their task at home. But we cannot monitor just like when we do office job. So we do some meeting, I think weekly meeting kind of thing lah. But the main problem is the first 2 months during the lockdown, most people, I think all over the world, just playing around with their family and sleeping. I myself have 5 children, and then everybody do the office, do the home stuff is more tough.
Yeah.
Especially we have more children. Okay, that is what happened. So then we start to continue open back during July, I think 2010 2020. Okay, start slowly started. Suddenly it happened again in 2021. Another lockdown, but this time lockdown is not a full lockdown. Although the government said it's a full lockdown, it's a half-baked lockdown. But we managed to open our office lah. We got the letter approval, and that's it.
So okay, there is
That is
like
specific what happened lah.
okay. So during the lockdown, also the SOB rules, there was like phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, and
Yeah.
every phase there was like a specific construction work that like they allow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
did you have to have like
No,
a project or construction during one of those phases?
some of our project managed to get the approval during the 2002, but have to follow the strictly SOP during construction. However, the government authority, especially those CIDB, the health minister, rush the site, and then cost more and more per SOP, strengthen all the SOP, and most of our site have foreign workers, and then that foreign workers, they have to finish all the material on site, because outside material they cannot send because of travel restriction. So therefore they just okay, if you have let's see steel bar, you have to finish it, to bend it or whatever, and then but you cannot order the concrete. That is what happened. So suddenly the concrete managed to get to the site, and then pour it concrete, but not enough volume. Something happened. So it caused a lot more problem in actual problem. So people know, because of that, some of our project decide to stop total. So you cannot run the office, if you cannot run the site if you have you don't have a full support with the all the construction material. Shortage of the material is a serious problem during the pandemic. Okay,
Okay.
so if for example, another case is some of the project, I think in my hotel, Kedah. So contractor managed to have the roof structure, but ordering for roof coverage have a problem of the shortage, because of the shortage material. So suddenly during the lockdown have rain, so cause a lot of problem. So can you imagine that? So halfway construction, no roof, but the building is almost complete. Okay, but the good thing is, during the lockdown, there's no thief. Some people, if you abandon the site, this drug addict or whatever bandit came and then pull, steal all the wire, steal, but wire, and then those metal stuff. You can, but this lockdown it doesn't happen. That the good thing lah. Okay.
So yeah, we also know that was a problem regarding the approval timing from the Malaysian local authorities, right? So
Yes.
we would like to
Yes.
know, like, what is your opinions or solution that you can give to the authorities, like, regarding this matter?
Okay. Now we're talking about, we cannot talk about during the pandemic at all lah, because it's already
Yes.
happened and they already passed through.
Mm-hmm.
But if talking about time consuming, you have to understand the full process of the approval. We call it development approval or building permit lah. So I think you all learn during study. Basically, in Malaysia, we have three part of the building development approval, which is the planning approval.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is land matters. The third thing is building approval. Okay, that is the full process of approval lah. The most time consumed process is during the land matters approval, because land matters is a part of state authority, state government procedure. So sometimes it will take about 1 year, 1.5 years, just to convert land from the agriculture to the building. Okay, that is what happened. So my opinion, actually government just did some special process called OAC, starting I think 2002. So OAC 1.0, 2.0, 2.0 plus 3.0, just like iPhone. But at the time, still don't change a lot. If you maybe governments have to think the what we call it one-stop approval center, not the process. So people who have power need to enter that council, whoever, and then do the process by instead of 2 or 3 weeks or a month, they can do fast track approval depending on type of application. Okay, so now I ask you back, what do you understand about building development process approval in Malaysia? The basic stuff. Just tell me.
The what? Sorry, sir.
Sorry, come again, sir.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, we can hear you.
The building permit approval. Okay, what do you understand
Building
in
approval.
Malaysia? Building process,
Yes.
development authority approval.
Like
The question you
mean
asked
like,
me, I asked you back. What do you understand about the process?
oh, so when we actually understand that,
No.
like, for every project, you have to submit all the documents, drawings,
Okay.
about the site, and yes.
To the 31st, so they can give the confirmation first before we go for construction on site.
Approval to do this specific project.
No, wait. Can you repeat that? Pardon?
What we understand, sir, it's
Okay.
like after we plan for a project and we get the drawings and all, we go to the authority to get their confirmation for whatever project we are working on before the construction.
Okay. I think you get it. You got it. Okay, I think you got it. Something missing. But it's okay. You still student. So the most difficult part is the first process, but it take still long time, but not as long as the second process. The first process is called planning approval. Some of the planning approval don't involve architect. Some of it involve architect. Okay, so the planning approval involve various kind of technical department, local, we call it local authority, just like Majlis Perbandaran. Okay, there is the main local authority, but we also have technical agencies for the electrical agencies, water supply, sewerage authority, and then roads.
So you have like
the roads, the drainage authority.
different.
Okay, so yeah, so many authorities, technical agencies, that all the agency have its own process. All cover is about 20 to 20 something process. We combine it, we call it a planning approval, planning process. So all the consultant must follow all the guidelines, prepare specific drawings, or the structural engineer involvement, the land surveyor, the mechanical engineers, the town planner during this planning process.
And how long does it take, like, for the whole thing to finish to get approved?
Okay, if we apply for planning approval within the specific permissible zone, normally it will take about 3 to 5 months.
Oh.
Within the zone. But if you apply without not within the zone, outside the zone, maybe you have to convert the zoning. So local authority have its own zone. For example, residential, but you want to build a hotel in the residential zone. Normally they will reject, but in some cases they will give you permit. But the process it take so long time. There is a special process called State Planning Committee. They have meeting about 1 year, only 2 times meeting. So you can. There is only a planning process. Okay. After you get the planning process, normally in Kedah, in some other state, then you can proceed with the land matters process. Land matters meaning that you have to convert your land status from agriculture to building, or from building or agriculture to industrial. But in some cases, the land is already converted. That one will take a shorter period. For example, most of the in Klang Valley, the land already converted. But most of the state, land is not converted. They only they only zone. They only do the zoning, but the land is not converted. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. So
Okay.
yes.
So you have to convert the land into whatever category lah. Land actually we have only 3 category in Malaysia. Either you building, agriculture, building, or industrial. That's it. So if you want to build a building other than factory, then of course you have to convert into building, housing, whatever. So that process with plus some fees to the land office will take at least 6 to 1 year process. 1 year. Okay, then after everything clear, then you have to submit the building permit.
Yes.
Then building permit there is where architect involved. Specifically, there is where we submit all the detailed part of your building, your elevation to the fire authority, your calculation on the area, building area, the ventilation calculation, the what we call it, rainwater harvesting system.
That is a lot of work.
That is during the building permit. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. After the building permit process, okay, but the building permit, the beauty is the building permit normally take a shorter period, 1 month to 3 months at least, because all the difficult part already passed during the planning permission, land matters. Okay, all the junction issue, all the special study such as that EIA, environmental impact study, social impact study. We have road safety audit or traffic impact analysis. Different study use different consultant.
Yeah.
So one big project actually we have about 5 to 10 specialist consultant.
Yes, sir.
So okay. And the best part is architect always become the lead consultant. We just give the instruction to the engineer, to the okay, please here, please do that, please do. Okay. So after building approval process, and then suddenly okay, if nothing happen, we manage to get the approval, everything. Then we submit the B form. B form is the start construction permit. You want to start the we advise to the client to do after the building approval, from the building approval until the start construction permit is during this time. Normally we advise client to do the tendering process, procurement or whatever. Another thing, you have to lock your design before you submit the building permit, and then everybody know, okay? So if you do the design, you jump the phases, the design development phases, and then you do all the detail part, you submit the building, suddenly the client say to you, I want to change the design.
Oh.
So there, okay, there is what architect always face the problem. But a good architect have a very good reason, have managed to convince client. You have always give option, not the design option, but the solution option. So design option different. Design option mean that you change the color, change the pattern. That is design option. So development project option ni is, for example, if you want to do, you don't have enough money, you have to separate into phases. Do this one first. That is option. Apa development option? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then we start the construction. So construction we depend on the building. Some of it have a shorter period. Sometimes permit, you apply for the permit reading took around 6 to 1 year, but do the construction only 2 months. Okay. So construction, it depends on your design, on your technology. If you use most of it, use a dry wood construction, steel construction, and it takes a shorter period. But if you do a normal concrete, it will take longer period. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have a lot of infrastructure work or a lot of earthwork, then it will take longer period. Then you as architect, you have to advise client on this kind of how to tackle the site. Okay, if we cannot just simply give client, oh, I want to do the basement, I want to cut this hill like this, so you cannot do that. You have always have rationale on everything you advise.
Yeah.
If you do the earthwork, then you take longer period, more costly, and the impact on the environment, everything you have to tackle. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I think that's all from us.
That's all our
Yeah.
questions.
That's all. I hope you all understand what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
actually, it's a fun part to do the design, and the best part is when you see your design from the early